Hello everybody, greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy and this is Stitching and Quilting. This is episode, hold on one second. This is FlossTube. Gotta have my notes. Number 8. And today is September 22nd. I was going to try to do this yesterday, but I have a craft fair coming up in Wells on Harbor Road. It's a family fall festival in Wells, Maine. There will be crafters there. There will be family events. There'll be all kinds of things. It starts, I think it's from 11 to 3. The fair, I think, opens at 9. And if you don't have anything to do, it's supposed to be a nice day. It's not supposed to rain until the afternoon. So we'll see. So I got my hair, and I also wanted to wait until I had my purple back. So I have my purple back, and no, it's silly, but I like my purple. It gives me a little boost of confidence that I didn't have before. Also today was my last rehab appointment, so I don't have to be at the hospital at 7:30 anymore. But I do have to keep up the exercising, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going to Zumba again, because I love the Zumba even though I have 2 left feet, and walking patches for now. And if, you know, it's a rainy day and I can't get patches out because of the rain or the snow or whatever. Snow I don't mind walking her too bad. I just don't like walking her on Route 9 because it's kind of not so hot. But, you know, if it's snowing, I'm not going to the gym. I can tell you that right now. So she and I will probably be walking in the snowstorms. She doesn't like snow that much. She's a Mississippi girl. So why don't we get started? I'm going to start with some finishes. I don't have any FFOs today, but I do have a couple of finishes that I did this weekend. Get my little board here. My first one is this is from Daring and Whimsy. Whoop. It is the Quirky Quicker Bat. I did this on 18 count French Country Mocha with a silky black, and it came out so cute. I think this is going to be a pillow or an ornament. I have to get myself, I do have a Halloween tree, but I don't have enough little things to put on it, so I think this will be the first one. And then I did the Quirky Quaker Whale, which is on, I'm doing 2 pieces on this 1 piece of material, this piece of fabric. So this is the Quirky Quaker Whale. Let's do it this way. Let's see if this works. That's cool. This is the Quirky Quaker Whale. Okay. There we go. And this is done on a 14 count marble blue Ada that I had. It's a scrap piece. And I used 762 and 3808. And I think he's very cute. And then this one over here, with just a little fish up there, this is the Puffin, and he's going to be done in 3808. Both on the same piece of fabric, and if I can fit any more, I will. So yeah, these were very quick. I had them done in like 24 hours. Worked on them one part of the day, and then the next day I finished them. So, when am I going to get back to the, I think I might take the rest of my quirky Quakers to, you know, set, so I have something to do while sitting at the craft fair. So I'll take my quirky Quakers, because if it's bright enough, I'll be able to see the holes, no problem. Finish that later. And these are the colors that I'm using for at least the C ones. I ended up getting the witch's hat and the bear, and I'm going to do the witch's hat on the 18 count French country mocha, and do the bear on the blue, but I think I'm going to turn it into a polar bear, so it's going to be 762 because frozen tundra, whatnot. Okay. Some of the things I worked on, I did work on my Hocus Pocus, I just don't think I have it here. This right here is my Halloween bag. It's got all my Halloween starts and finishes and, well, just starts and things that I want to do. So, did work on that, some of them. Okay, don't have a color photo for that one, and I have a color photo for this one, but I think this is my next start. It is Spell Shelves by the Stitcherhood. I just like it. I don't know if I'm going to use the same colors. I am going to use a green, a black, and an orange. I just don't know if I'm going to use DMC or something else. So, these are kind of cute. And I also have this one in Elf Shelves, which is the Christmas version. I want to try to get that done this year too. I don't know if I showed this or not. I'm not entirely sure about that, but this is Primrose Cottage Stitches, the Happy Halloween. And this one I'm using Sulky Autumn, no, Sulky Sunset, Sulky Parchment, and I think I'm using 310 or, yeah, I think I'm using 310. But I did work on this some. I did work on it a little bit. I got the rest of the words in. Definitely needs an iron job, but I got the rest of the words in. I got the happy, finished happy, and I put the H in for Halloween. And then I put the little orange doodad up there. I still have to finish the other parchment pumpkin, the other orange pumpkin, some more of the stars. There's a little ghost and a few more spiders, or maybe not spiders. Let's see. Nope, just the ghost, the other orange. The rest of the stars down below. I don't know if I'm gonna give the boots a bow or not. I might, not quite sure yet. And I've got to finish the other parchment pumpkin. So, this one's, I would say, a good 50% done. That's just my guess. The other things that I worked on, grab my clipboard here. Oh, here comes the girl. Yes, here comes Miss Patches. No, 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 that's not for you. She was in the other room, you know, hanging out on pillows, but I guess she decided she heard me talking and needs to come out and see me. What a goofball. Alright. One of the things that I started this the other day, because I've wanted to do it for the longest time, and I did do it once, but it didn't come out, it didn't look right, so needless to say, it kind of got ripped out or frogged out. But I started this one the other day. This is the Stitcher Hood's Bat-O-Lantern. And this is what it looks like when it's done. I'm changing this color here because I don't have enough of that particular gray I'm using. So I'm going to turn that into the maybe possibly Swamp Water from Weeks Dye Works. Just to give it a different look, you know, because in my eyes, pumpkin stems and their vines are different colors. So that's why I want to do that. So there's that one, and this is, I'm doing this on an orange fabric, orange mottled fabric that I got from Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy. Very good quality. I like their marbled. I don't know if this has a name or not, but this is what it looks like. I'm using what am I using? I'm using Anchor Black, and I'm using Classic Colorworks Cauldron, and the stem is going to be Weeks Dye Works Swamp Water. And these colors really stand out on this orange. I love this orange. So cool. But that's as far as I've gotten. I'm going to try to work on it again. Maybe not this weekend. I'm not quite sure yet. And then the next thing I worked on was... oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me get it apart. The Stitcher Hood, number 8, Salem Cemetery. It's in a black and white. It's a PDF that I got on Etsy. Her patterns on Etsy are only like $5. And they're kind of basic, but they're fun to stitch on. I like stitching on them anyway. I think they're pretty cool. So that's what I worked on the other day. What I did, I didn't have this finished, and I didn't have this finished. I didn't have this. So I've been working on this side, except for the pumpkin. Okay, moving on. Squirrel. But this is, I'm doing this on a 25 count Lugana. I think it's Storm Clouds, something to that effect. And I'm using Anchor Black 403. I'm using for the green 470 from DMC. And for the pumpkins and the orange, it is Classic Colorworks Copper Penny. Oh, it's Storm Clouds. 25 count Storm Clouds Lugana. I did work on Amok 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 by Untwisted Stitches, but I'm not quite sure where I put it. So, and I didn't take the time to find it. I thought it was in my pile. Or it was in the bag, but I guess not. So that's what I did. Started this, finished this, did this one, finished this pumpkin, and put that pumpkin in. So it's coming along. As soon as I get this side done, and I've only got a couple, I gotta finish up this tombstone and do another tombstone here. I can work on the other side with the fence and whatnot. And it'll be done. It'll be complete. Okay. And then the next thing, even though I know I made a mistake on this one, but you know what? That's part of the fun. Mistakes. Am I going to take it out? It's possible. It's possible. Because I caught it early enough, but I don't know if I want to take it out yet. But we'll see. I worked on Prairie Schooler, Hocus Pocus. I love this. This is so cute. And even though I did make a mistake, and I might just pretend like I didn't, it's going to stay. It might just stay where it is. I don't know. We'll have to see. I finished the owl, started working on the moon, and I also started working on the witch. And here we are. The owl is complete. The moon I started. And right, this is the last line before the face goes in. And then I did the witch, and I got her green face. And of course, the witch is the one that's got the mistake. But I don't know if I'm going to leave it or if I'm going to rip it up, if I'm going to frog it. I think I'm far enough along where I don't want to frog it. And this is done on a 16 count lamb spool using the called for DMC. And it is so cute. Love this one. Didn't think I'd like Prairie Schooler, but I have to, I give it to Colleen from Rebel Stitcher. She's got good taste in what's comfort stitching for her, and I don't blame her. Sorry, I gotta have my tea. It's not normal tea. It's called Ticino. You can get it on Amazon. I don't like the taste of tea, but I like the taste of that. And that's actually an herbal tea. It's got chocolate. This is a dark chocolate. And mocha, dandelion, different types of dandelion, which the caramel nut and the coconut I really like. But other than that, so what else do we have here? I think just my notes. Quick pumpkin. Oh, I also worked on. I didn't put it on here, but I did work on it. This was my Sunday stitch. And I'm using Weeks Dye Works Swamp Water. It's kind of ugly, but it looks good on this one. I make my own floss tags. Normally I try to keep them on the original floss tag if it comes with one, like the Weeks Dye Works. But I put like 3 different skeins on this one, so that's why I did it that way. And this is what I worked on Sunday. This is package. Usually I take these out. Today, a little frazzled. Just so excited about getting my purple back. Hey, I'm not having to go to rehab anymore. Oh, rehab. I'm not an exercise person. I never have been. I'm not very athletic. I'm more of a couch potato, unfortunately, which can cause issues. And when you're diabetic and you've had major surgery, you kind of got to get back into the swing of things. So, this is Teresa Kogut's Such a Fright. And I'm using 16 count amber, Ada, and like I said, I'm using the swamp water for the color. Just because I like it better. And when I started using the swamp water for the what was it? Oh, the Scylla Witches. Oh, that's still in timeout, by the way. I haven't touched that one, but I've got to. I kind of want to get a little further on this one first. Alright, back to Dana. Jeez. Why are you being such a pest? Hi, pretty girl. Hello. Hey. I just, you know, I think I got a knot. Yeah, something's not right there, so I gotta fix it. And I like the subtle variegation in this, but this is what I finished. I started the 4th bat right here, and I did the moon, the star, and part of the cat, and I moved the border over. I haven't finished the border quite yet, but I moved the border over. I'm going to do the border as I go along, at least that way, hopefully, I will be able to make sure that it matches up. That'll be my goal on this one, to make sure that the border matches up. And I'm not going to work on any of the letters until I get the borders done, just to be on the safe side. That's what I worked on. That was my Sunday stitch. And I'll probably, you know, grab it this Sunday too. I do have to deliver a couple of quilts that I finished. I finished my baby elephant quilt and my nautical baby quilt, and those are done and ready for delivery. So, yes. Oh, and this I started yesterday, and I've been waiting to do. Well, I started another. Oh, hold on a minute. I started another one on a couple months ago. I don't remember when it was, but I did. That's my tea. No, go back over there. Go. Hi. You gonna give me a kissy? No, you just being nosy. Yes. Ha! I kiss her nose. You wanna say hi? Okay, you say hi. You say hi, Miss Petis. Say hello. Hello, my name is Petis. Oh, yeah, now you gotta dance. You gotta dance for everybody, huh? Hopefully I didn't make anybody sick. Sorry. There we go. But anyway, I started this one yesterday because I love these little couples. Okay. This is a gobble couple. It's Frank and Elvira Gobblestein. And they're just so cute. So cute. They really are. And like I said, I did start one. I'm going to show it to you today. I didn't get very far. But this one, I don't know. There's just something about this one that just makes me smile. That's why I like it. I'm thinking that I might, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it as a flat fold and figure out how to do a flat fold, or if I want to do it as a stand-up. You know, have Frank as one and Elvira as another. I don't know. If I do decide to do it, I'm going to send it out because I can't. This my skills are not all that great as far as finishing is concerned. I do try though, and I am using the called for Classic Colorworks, and I got Frank done his face done this morning before I left. I've been up since about 4, so I've had time. So there's Frank, and this fabric is a 16 count Aida that I also got from Wicked and Whimsy on, hey, Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy. And I just thought it kind of went with them. I don't usually use funky fabric for anything, but in this particular case, I mean, you tell me that's not a Halloween kind of thing. So there is that. And I'm going to work on that more today. Okay. So I was looking through some things because, like I said, I have that craft fair coming up tomorrow. I might still go. I'm not quite sure. Well, when I was looking through some of my bags for stuff, I found this. This is Cantina. Welcome to my house. This is Dracula's Welcome. Welcome to my home. Come freely, go safely, and leave something to the happiness you bring. It's reading it backwards. I like it, and I'm going to continue to do it because I do like it. I just haven't worked on it in a while, but this is another thing that I want to get done. And it's all basically words except for the border. But here's what I have done. Oh, that's the back of it. The front. This is as far as I've gotten. This is a 16 count. I don't remember the name of the fabric, but I did get it from Witch Garden Crafts on Etsy. And she has patterns, she has threads, fibers, floss, whatever you want to call it. I think she has needle minders, and she does do overdyed fabric. I do believe she's got linen and even weave, as well as Aida. But I just love this color. Because right now, it kind of looks like my hair. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So this will be a focus piece this week. I have one more day that I need to work on a muck, and my FlossTube goals will be complete. I started putting Winnie's face in it. So hopefully I'll be able to find it and show it to you next week. So, the other things that I did, like I said, I was looking through some fabric, not cross-stitch fabric, but fabric, and I found some things that I started and did not finish. Plus, something that I was able to find that I absolutely am in love with. I don't care what it looks like because it's just for me. But if you like what you see, you can get in touch with me at my email, which is down below. That might be changing, though. I'm actually thinking about changing my company name. Not quite sure yet. If I do, I'll let everybody know. So, I made a couple of bowl... Well, actually, I made like 6 bowl cozies. I made 2 Kermit the Frog. Pretty cute. Now, if nobody knows what these are, or if you've never seen them before, what you do is you take a bowl, or I can even make them flat and you can use them as a plate, for a plate. But you take your bowl and you put your food in it, and then you put this whole thing in the microwave. Now when it comes out, instead of touching the bowl, you just touch the corner and pull. Now, I've seen these all over the place. I thought they were silly. I didn't understand what they were for. You know, I didn't like them. And then one of the ladies in my networking group, she asked me if I knew how to do them. And at the time when I started my business, the only thing I was doing was little quilts. I was doing lap quilts. And then I started exploring how to do placemats and mug rugs and the bowl cozies and table runners and all this other stuff, you know. So for me, it doesn't make any sense to be made with love custom quilts anymore, because I do custom work. In fact, that's my favorite thing to do, is when somebody says, Tammy, can you do this, 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 and this? And that's my favorite, my all-time favorite thing, because, I'm getting to know that person through what they like. When I'm at my networking meetings, I listen. I don't always talk, I listen. And I listen to what people talk about. Like, some people talk about their animals. Okay? Some people talk about, like, there's one particular lady that I'm having a meeting with on Monday. And she is a consultant. And what she does is she listens to her client talk about their business and what they want to grow their business. Like, say they want a website, or they want, a tagline, or they want to change the name, or that's one of the reasons why I'm talking to her on Monday. We are having and she's in my networking group. She's very smart. She's been doing this for a long time. And she likes coffee, gnomes, dragons. She likes doing paintings. And she also likes cats. So I'm like, all right, I can work with that. So I found a little pattern that had a gnome drinking a cup of coffee. I think I showed it to you as a finish or FFO. And she, and I took the fabric and I dyed it in coffee for her and the whole bit. Actually, I had a scrap piece left over from the coffee CAT scan I did. Or not CAT scan, but like EKG, I don't know what they call it. But, so I put the little gnome on that. And it only took me a couple of days to make it, and I put it in a hoop, and it was for her birthday, which was the end of August. So it all came out really cool. I love doing little things like that for people, because then I get to know them. Like some of the other people, a couple of them like gardening, most of them like animals. A lot of them are outdoorsy. There's one lady who likes firearms and Einstein. Okay, well, we'll see what I can do. Well, guess what? I did find a Einstein pattern. The only problem is it's a full coverage. But it's small, depending upon what size I do it on. It is small. I do believe I had some easy grid. So, we'll see. We'll see if I do it or not. We'll see. Alright, another thing I found was I cut the squares out for this patriotic gnome bowl cozy, and even had the batting all set and ready to go. And if you make these, you have to make sure that you're using 100% cotton, because if you put polyester or anything like that in the microwave, it's going to catch on fire, I think. Or if you use polyester batting, it's definitely going to melt. You don't want that, because then it's not helpful. So this has 100% cotton batting, or it does have cotton batting in it. And it's very cute. I mean, because of the lady that I'm meeting on Monday is the reason why I have a gnome fetish now. Figure that one out. All right, and then this one, and I try to give my stuff cute little names. Like this one would be, you know, Foxy in the Forest. And I got brown leaves on this side, and he's kind of just hanging out in the forest. This was a 10 by 10 square. I had a pack, like I think they call it I know a jelly roll is 2.5-inch strips rolled up, and then I think they call a 10 by 10 square pack. It has nothing, it's a pre-cut 10 by 10s. I think they call it a layer cake. Not quite sure. But I did buy one, an inexpensive one. Because where I don't charge all that much for my stuff, I try to keep it as in it. Try to get, if I spent, say I sell these for like $10. Okay. Because they are made out of 100% cotton material and batting. Even the thread is 100% cotton. I do it right down to the thread. So even though I get a lot out of that thread and the batting and whatnot, sometimes I use the special batting, which is called Heat and Zap. I didn't have any for this one, but I'm just saying. So that can get a little expensive. So this, I figure $10 for, you know, half an hour of work is probably the best thing. And I usually do these 2 or 3 at a time, or 2 to 4 at a time. I try to keep all the colors the same, which means if I'm doing all brown, I keep brown in my sewing machine. If I'm doing all black, same idea. And then this one I love, and I have a couple different colors of this particular pattern in that layer cake. And this is going to, the title for this one is Berry Original, because you see all the other bears that are kind of all the same, and then all of a sudden right here you got a white one peeking out, and you got a dark brown one peeking out, and I just think it's cute. So he's going to be a Berry Original, full cozy, and he's got the fabric in there, and he's very cute. And then this one is my Pity Committee, and the reason I call it that is because I got this specialty fabric that has pit bulls, because I have a pit mix, as you saw her dancing around a few minutes ago. And I turned this into a pinwheel, and I only had one block, and I didn't have any more of this bone fabric left. This is an original. This is a one of a kind. It's unique. I'm never going to be able to make another one, because I'm not going to be able to find this type of fabric again. This fabric I know I can find. The Pity Committee fabric I know I can find, but I like the idea of this. And it just so happened that the square, the block that I made, this pinwheel block, was 10 by 10. And that's what you needed for bow cozy. And then, and I'm using little hearts, because I love my pity. So, love of the Pity Committee is right here. And it's a lot thicker, and it's a lot more stable than some of the other ones I've made. So I have one of these for myself. It's got made out of this fabric right here. Made one for my daughter that's Hello Kitty, and I made one for my husband, which is Doctor Who. If you never watched PBS Doctor Who, check it out. Alright, this is what I made for my daughter's birthday, and she decided she didn't like it, or didn't want it. But this is a book sleeve. It's Animal Crossing. Let's stop and think there for a second. This is Animal Crossing, and it's got, I wasn't able to get one of my normal snaps on it, so I did little metal sew-on snaps, and to cover up the sewing, I glued these sunflower buttons on the front end, and it's cute. I'm pretty sure it would fit a Kindle or a iPad, you know, a smaller iPad, with no problem. And hence the snap for it. So, or just a regular book. I bought her The Outsiders written by S.E. Hinton, because she did a big thing about that last year, and she wanted a hard copy of the book. So I bought her a copy of the book, and I slid it in here, and this was the wrapping for the book, which I thought was a cute idea, but she's like, I have no use for it. She probably could find a use for it if she really wanted to. Alright, this is the one I made for myself. Now, I have told everybody that my birthday is in December. So, for me, just me, Nightmare Before Christmas is not just a Halloween movie, but it is a Christmas movie. So, I made this one for me. And I don't remember what size. I think I used like 12.5 by 12.5 inch blocks here. And then quilted the batting in between I quilted the batting on this side, and then I took another piece of batting and quilted it on the inside, and then sandwiched them together and sewed around. And that's how I made the front and back. This is really one of my first regular zipper jobs. I don't think I did a bad job. It wasn't one of those lace ones. It was just a regular 12-inch zipper. And it's not perfect, granted, but if I practice, I could probably make them perfect. And I have crows on the inside. Gray crows. Which kind of go with the whole Halloween theme. If I could find some Nightmare Before Christmas Santa fabric, that would be my ideal. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So if anybody is interested in one of these little bags, $15, $20. That's about, but this one's mine. It's holding my turkeys, my gobble couple. All right. Then I did get some little stash enhancements. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a junk journal. I think I showed it to you on last week, because I went over some of the plans that I had for next year, 2024. So January is going to be Junky January, which means I'm going to find little things to stitch that I don't necessarily want out, but might go in a journal quite nicely. You know, I have a pattern for a tulip. I'm not a tulip person. I'm not a flower person. But I have a couple patterns for little flowers. I have a couple patterns for little stamps. You know, they're cute. You know, they'll go in the journal. So, and I'm also going to be doing a planner. Have it on order as we speak. So I found these. These are vintage stickers. And they are different animals, flowers, butterflies, mushrooms. I'm just looking at the pictures on the back. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of different stickers. And I did open them up to check them out yesterday when they arrived. And they're in this cute little package. But as you can see, let's go this way. These are different. You know, these are Barrel Tree Vintage stickers. And there's butterflies. I mean, vintage clocks. You know, all kinds of vintage books and whatnot. You can see some of them in the back. This was an Amazon purchase. And they're going to go in my junkie journal and probably in my planner. Now, my planner is not just going to have appointments in it. Granted, it will have appointments in it. But it's also going to have, you know, when I, you know, starts, or what I'm working on that week, what numbers were called for WIPGO. I already have my WIPGO board set up for next year. If it stays that way, awesome. If not, yeah. My board, my rules. I also got these deco stickers. Hopefully you don't see too much of a glare there. Middle one. There we go. And these I'm going to use as well for both junk journal and my planner. But in my planner, it's going to have, you know, days that I want to do mug rugs, or days that I want to do bags, or days that I want to do, you know, something different. You know, that way I have plenty of stuff. I tried to do that last year. It did not, this year, but it did not work out. So hopefully this year, 2024, will be a better year, because 2020 and 2021 and 2022 and 2023, the past 3 or 4 years have just been terrible health-wise for me. And then I ended up getting this washi tape that I'm going to put in my journal as well. We have all different kinds. We have mushrooms, we have butterflies, we have flowers, plants. So yeah, I bought the washi tape. And all this was maybe $25 from Amazon. I don't know. And then I got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order. And I didn't get any fabric. I didn't get any threads. I just got patterns this time. So I got Joyfulness from the Little Sheep Virtues. Isn't that cute? And I did get the little star buttons. I make sure I didn't order the buttons the same time I order the pattern now, so I don't have to go back. I got Quirky Quaker Cow from Darling and Whimsy. I like him. He's very cute. And I don't know if I'm going to do him in black or not. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we'll definitely see about that. And I love this one. These are Carter's Garden threads, and I don't have any Carter's Garden threads, and I know I could probably order them from Rebel Stitcher. I'm not quite sure, or I could check out the website, but I love the variegation. It's beautiful. Yes. Or I could use the blends. Now, I could do that, but, you know, be the same, but that's okay. Everybody's got to be different. You don't have to use the same thing all the time. Sorry, hot flash. And then I got the Quirky Quaker Octopus, which is also Carter's Garden Threads. We got Ezekiel and Ampersand. Or we could just use the blends of DMC, which I might do, depending upon how expensive the cartridge garden threads may be. Love it. And these are so quick. You know, that's the one thing I like about them, is they're very, very quick. And then I had to get it. I just had to. I got henpecked. And it's supposed to be done on 36 count oak. And well, you know, I'm not going to do that. So, and I got a lot of the colors already from some of the other ones that I've done. But I did get henpecked. And I'm getting too much of a glare there because I didn't want to take it out of the plastic. Those chickens are just too cute. They really are. And then I told you I was going to show you this one, which is the Gobble Couple, Carol and Nick Gobble Claws. I did start it. Patches. Stop it. No, 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 no. Mess, 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 mess. That's my key, man. And I didn't iron it or anything, and I don't know which one I started on. I want to say I might have started on her. Nope, I started on him. And I'm using the called for colors. Yes. So here he is. And hopefully I have enough room for her. Sure. I don't remember what this is on. I think it is on a 16 count latte. Yeah, latte. Because this is very soft. And Witchell 16 count French country latte or whatever it is. It's very soft. It's the softest one you'll get from Witchell. That's what I got. You know I didn't iron it. Oh, I probably should have put it up here. Sorry about that. I figured I have this board now. So I'll give you a better look without light going through it. There we go. Here we are. I don't know if I am going to be doing a whip parade at the end of December or beginning of January. I might be, because for January, for December, instead of doing an Advent, I'm doing 24 starts. And some of them are small, some of them are not so small. And what I did was I wrote them all down on pieces of paper. I put the pieces of paper in a little container that I have, and I'm just going to pick one out every day. And I think I might pick my first one on the very last day of November, so I can at least get a little bit of a jump on it, so I have something to show you. That's my thought process with that, instead of saying this is what I'm going to be working on and not have anything to show except the cover photo. But I'm only going to be working on them for maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours tops. In the morning, before I start, like taking the dog out for a walk or doing whatever, I'm going to give myself, because I'm up very early in the morning anyway. So I figure that gives me something to do. Now, when my daughter was her first Christmas, my mother bought her this polar bear. And it was a white polar bear, stark white polar bear. With no patches, no. No. Go back over there. No. All right, sit. Wait. Yes. Hello. It was a stark white polar bear with a blue hat and a blue scarf. Granted, it doesn't look like that anymore because she's now 13 and she was 3 months old when she got it, and she started carrying it around when she was 6 months old, and it went everywhere with her. So I found this from Joy Sunday Cross Stitch. It's a pre-printed kit, which comes with the cotton fabric, the cotton thread, the needle, and the instructions. And aside from the fish on the scarf, this looks like the bear my daughter got. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this for Christmas or next Christmas. I might do it, you know, for her birthday next year. I don't know. I'm going to see what I can do. But that's one of the things that I got a while ago, before I started doing my little channel here. And the other thing I got was another, this is using an 11 count, which I don't really like, but an 11 count Ada, where you have to use 3 strands, and it's Spooky Gnomes. Yep. Halloween cross stitch kit. And it's Spooky Gnomes, and this picture right here is what it looks like when it's done. I don't really like this stamped. I like kits. I will admit that. But having this stamped is a little, it's a little cheating, but you know, that's just me. So, that's all I have for today. So, I want to go over a couple of things that I checked out last week. My fully finished items for 2023, I had 21 fully finished items. That's probably going to go up between now and December. My finishes, just plain finishes for 2023, are 11. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. And I do have 3 FFOs for the end of 2022. Okay, my restarts, and I have a list in the front of my, where everything is, Liv's book, for 2023 are 2. The Salem 1692 and the Silver Witches. And the Salem 1692 I started on July 24th. The restart I started on July 24th. And then for the Silver Witches Quaker, I started that one on July 30th. Restarted that one, I should say. So, let's see what else I have for my notes here. Oh, plans for October, since we're getting close to the end of September here. My plans for October stitching is I'm going to continue doing what I showed today. I'm going to continue doing some of those. Plus, I'm going to add I'm telling you, a couple others. I am going to try to start my bow from Mama Witch Cross Stitch. I think I'm going to try to do that one on Sunday. So I'll have 2 things going on Sunday. Starting the bow and working on Such a Fright. I really need to get back to my Leva Studios Halloween Quaker. But I have to fix that one part because it's still on timeout. Because I get upset when I hit the frog. I don't like the frog. And I really have to work on Teresa Kogut's Silver Witches, which means I really need to frog out that pumpkin and pay attention to what I'm doing. and not see squirrels. So, yes. I do want to try to work on, the Vampire's Welcome. I got to get one more day in on my Amok. I might do that on Sunday too. If I can finish up Winnie, I can say that's, a day, and then I can take a picture of it and post it on WIPCO 2023. Wasn't sure if I was going to do WIPCO next year, but I find that it kind of keeps me grounded, and I don't want to do a lot of starts, even though December I'm doing 24. But like I said, a lot of them are small. So, And a couple of them are creepy. You know, the Witchy Stitcher has a couple, you know, Christmas ornaments, believe it or not, which I did a couple last year. That was fun. They were cute. Even though I did them on fabric, I hated. I did them. I did one. No, actually I did two. And one of them came out okay. The other one, I had something a little bit too close. I gotta rip it out. But it was a Yule, and it was I don't know what they call them. I want to say they're like Wiccan holidays. So Yule would be the Wiccan Christmas, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I just liked it. So I took it, did it. So, but yeah, those are my plans. Are to continue with my October stitching, and try to finish. For October, I want to take a week and try to finish Omok. Because it's really not that much to it. I mean, it's just black and some other colors. And most of it's black. So I just want to try to finish that up. Then I have another Hocus Pocus from either Good Morning Maui or Geeky Stitches. Not sure. And I have a few others. I have the big sampler from Plato's Squirrel, I think it is. That has the spell she used on Zachary Binks. I have another one that's a stitch along that's all done, but I like it, so I'm going to try to work on it. The Zachary Binks one, it did the big one, a lot of colors. And that's going to take a while, so I don't know. That might be a year long, like a couple days every month during the year. I do have some other ones. Since I'm going to be doing, the monthly themes, I will bring out the monthly, like in January. January is almost done. I'll show you what I want to do for February, and so on and so forth. With the Frosty Forest, though, I want to do it all on one piece, I think. No, I don't. I want to do it on little pieces because my husband went to a yard sale a couple months back, and he found this like cathedral window kind of decoration thing where you can, and I want to put, little. So I think it would be cute. And he bought 2 of them specifically for me to use on my cross stitch, which makes him a lovely man. Lovely, lovely man. And he's definitely a love of my life. No. Yes, hello. Hi. She's handing me her paw because she's expecting a treat. No next. So yeah, that's what I want to do there. I'm expecting some quilting fabric. I have some surprises with that, a couple of them. And I'm hoping to, do some of those at some point. And I do have a small order from 123 Stitch that's coming, and I do have some fabric from Everything Cross Stitch. And I think I signed up for a Fabric Under the Sea monthly fabric thing. We'll see. I know I got an invoice, so I must have signed up for it. Not that I need more fabric, but 16 count is got some slim pickings sometimes, and yes, I can do 18, but I think 16 count is my sweet spot. you know. That's why I'm going to try, I want to try 32 count Lugana, but I think I might start with 28. I've tried 25. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's for me or not. But anyway, there is a couple people I want to thank, and one of them is Memphis Sarah E. I sent her my last video, and she said she wanted to see how my Halloween stitching was progressing. So I have to say thank you so much, Sarah. I've watched a few of her videos, and I'm watching more and more. There was a whip parade that I did watch at the beginning of last year, and I finished it, and then I started watching it again. But I want to get back into her regular videos. I love whip parades. I just love them. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one. I'm going to try. I'm going to see. Yeah, maybe I'll have enough, to make it interesting. Who knows? We're going to try. So, yes, I love, I like a lot of the stuff she does. And a lot of the stuff that she does, I happen to enjoy. So, I think I have a few of the things that she's shown myself, but I'm not all entirely sure. I have to check that out again. Another one that I want to talk about is the Potty Mouth Stitcher. Her name is Heidi. She's from the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. Oh, she lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia with her cats and her husband, and she's originally from Ohio. And yes, does she swear? Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. She's very matter of fact, and for some reason, I like the matter of fact people. I don't get offended easy. Maybe it's just the way that I grew up, And she's cute, and she's got this cute little accent going on, and she's a sweet lady. She really is. She's a respiratory therapist, and she does big girls. I mean, she does some big girls. I think she's doing The Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut, and she's doing that on like 40 count. She's doing something else on 46 count. And these are big charts, big patterns, big cross stitches. You're talking a couple, 300 or 400 by 300 or 400, and she's doing them on 40 count. My hat's off to this woman, because I couldn't. And she's almost done with the Frosty Forest by Little House Needleworks. Tizzy's phone mama. But yeah, she's got some big girls going on there. And if you've never watched Stitch the Stash, Deborah, she was on for a while, and then she took a couple years off, and she recently did a whip parade, and I hope she's coming back, because she and I like a lot of the same things. Like, she loves Plum Street, and so do I. And I love Plum Street. I love the Blue Flower. I don't have very many of them, but I do have some. She, and some of the stuff she does is just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she's great. She really is. She's a wonderful person in my eyes, I've gotten a little bit behind on Brenda and the Serial Starter. But I have caught up a little bit. If you've never watched Lauren from Stitching and Sundries, you should try her, because she does some interesting, she's very Halloween-y, and she likes Screaming Heart Designs and No Patches. Sit. The Witchy Stitcher and Night Spirit Studios and all of those. And she does some, she also likes Little Mouse little mouse, something. Hi. But yeah, she's good. I have watched a few of Ali Z is crafting. She likes mirrors. I've never seen anyone get so excited about a mirabilia in my life. I really haven't. I have not seen anybody get that excited about a mirabilia. And she loves the mirabilias, and in fact, I think she's going to the mirabilia, sorry, words are hard today, retreat that they're having next month in South Carolina, North Carolina, something like that. Don't you bite me. Not too sure. But yeah, she's so cute. She really is. She is so cute. But yeah. So those are just a few of the ones that I watch. Don't you dare spill my tea. Get going over there. I have watched Lori from Cross Stitch Cats and Chaos, I think. She's something. If you've never watched her, she is something. She had quintuplets. I think that's what they're called if you have 5. She had quints. And she is just, I mean, she's like my hairdresser. She just does not care what she says. I met my hairdresser, and within 5 minutes, you know, the first time I ever had my hair done by this woman, I was like, oh Lord, you know? But then the more I talked to her, and the more I got to know her, I was like, oh my God, she can't ever go anywhere, because who's going to do my hair? Day 5, I'm going to have purple streaks, and I'm going to be like, you know, Sandy, you gotta do it. But that's what Lori's like. She's got a thing for Captain America. She's got a thing for Jack Sparrow. She loves dinosaurs. She has 2 cats. She just, you know, she's amazing. And she does mirabilia models. Okay, and she does Silver Creek sampling models. And this woman, I'm telling you, she's done a couple demos on how to do things. One I have to rewatch because I want to find out how to do that sew and stitch. Sorry, I want to find it out. But I'm just saying. So there's just a few people that you should check out, you know. And of course, I watch my standbys, which are the Bougie Stitchers, Pam and Steph, just keep stitching, Stick Strings and Other Things, Lee, and Carla being Crafty. In fact, I rewatch Stick Strings and Other Things with Lee. I mean, she had me rolling when I watched hers the other morning because I was just cracking up. It was so funny. So funny. So anyway, that's about it. I've gone over my life in between here. You know, my daughter turned 13 last week. Got my purple back. I'm no longer doing rehab. You met the dog again. I think she's going to be a permanent fixture in these. And she, you know, I don't, aside from the past couple months, this is the most I've left my house since I got out of the hospital in May. Don't like leaving my house. It's my happy place. So, I just want to say, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And to all the people that have subscribed, because I got a small bump in subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. If you've just kind of fallen on to my channel and you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you're a regular viewer, thank you. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You really are. You're great. I just want to give you a big old hug. I really do. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming and listening to me ramble on and seeing what I do, and I'd really, and I know there's some sort of thing that you can do to, if you have commented and I haven't gotten back to you, it's because I didn't see it. Because according to the what are they? The analytics on YouTube or YouTube Studio, it says it only shows me six subscribers, and I've got more than that. So I don't know who's subscribed and who hasn't, but whoever has, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you keep coming back. If you have any questions about anything, or if there's something that you see that you like, or something that you see that I could do different, please comment and let me know. I love constructive criticism, good, bad, or indifferent. I really do. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I think fall is finally here in Maine. Yay. And we'll see you either next Thursday or Friday. Bye.